Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So for today's episode, we got this cool, amazing product right here in my hand. If you guys can see, it's by a brand called Jade Leaf Matcha. And basically what this is some organic Japanese matcha that you can use to cook stuff with, bake stuff with, even drink tea with it. And the reason why is because this is a culinary grade. There are two different types of matcha. There's a culinary and then there's a ceremonial one. Ceremonial one is usually like the more stronger one and much more well known for like drinking teas only. This one is the culinary grade, so you can use it for cooking or baking or drinking tea in general. And the reason why I bought the biggest bag is because since we're stuck in like quarantine or shelter in place right now because of the virus, I wanted to get a bigger one so I can use this more often since we're gonna be in here for a while. And this is perfect so I can do a lot of baking ingredients or like cooking stuff or just drinking tea in general. So definitely one thing to kind of remember or consider when you guys are buying any kind of matcha is depending on how much you guys are planning to use. That's how you guys determine how much you guys want to buy. So for this brand, they have like a 1 ounce, 3.5, and 8.8 ounce. So you guys have those different options depending on how much you guys are planning to use. Obviously, buying a bigger pack is probably better, so you guys have more to use. Instead of buying a small one every single time, that one will cost you even more money than buying a bigger pack that will last you for a while. But just because I say that this lasts for a while doesn't mean you guys should wait a whole entire year before using it. When you guys first open matcha itself, you guys want to use the matcha within 2 to 3 months of using the actual product itself. So that way you guys can get all like the actual benefits from the matcha itself. Because usually after like 2 or 3 months, according to what I heard from this brand and some other people that told me, is the fact that like the benefits and everything, like the nutrition or like the health benefits from this product will go away and the freshness is not the same after those couple months. But definitely if you guys wait until like a year to use it, you're still fine, just not the same anymore. And definitely another thing that you guys want to remember when you guys buy any kind of matcha is to buy like an airtight container to kind of like compress the air inside the actual container itself for the matcha, so that way it keeps it fresh. Which also reminds me, when you guys get that container, not only do you guys need to get the container, but you guys need to leave it in the refrigerator to keep the freshness better and whatnot. So once you guys put the product into the container, you guys want to put it in the fridge so it can last you guys longer and you guys can actually keep up the freshness of the product itself. And then if you guys want to learn more about this brand, of how they harvest the matcha and everything, the whole process, and also like what you guys can use this for, they provide like a free pamphlet that you can get on their actual website itself. I'll put the links in the description box down below so you can go check that out. But the only way for us to actually find out whether it's actually worth it and how well it performs and everything is to actually test it out. So let me actually go make some tea with this and probably make some muffins or something and then come back and talk more about the product itself. Alright, so right now we're gonna make some matcha muffins. You guys want to get matcha obviously, and then you get your oil and use some eggs and then the rest of the ingredients, which I'll put down in the description box down below. So let me add everything in and then show you guys what it looks like after. Alright, so we have the eggs here. Next we're gonna add in the matcha first and then add in the vegetable oil and then water. So we just opened the matcha bag. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, when we open it up, this is basically what it looks like, if you can see. So this is basically what it looks like. You can see I bought the 1 pound one, and then also inside they provide you this piece of paper. And on the piece of paper they give you like all the ingredients for how to make different stuff. So like traditional matcha, hot matcha, iced matcha, matcha latte, smoothie, baking, ice cream, it's all on here. So that's pretty cool of them. And as you can see, it tells you guys like how to use the actual product itself and how to store it and everything. So when you guys store matcha, you guys want to make sure you guys put it in like an airtight container to kind of reserve the actual product itself. So I have this airtight kind of a canning jar right here that you can use to put in matcha, so I'm going to use this. And this one has like the airtight lid and everything, which I'll show you guys in a second. So I'm just going to put it all together first and then I'll show you guys what it looks like afterward, because I don't want to mess anything up and waste any of the matcha and whatnot. Alright, so this is what the inside of the product looks like. You guys can see super fresh matcha and everything. I'm going to put it into the container now. Alright, so I just added the eggs, the vegetable oil, the water, and also the matcha. You can see the matcha in here. So now we're going to whisk it a little bit. And then after we finish whisking this, we're going to add in like the flour and all the rest of the ingredients to get the actual mix itself. Alright, so we just added in the flour, so we're going to mix it all up and then we should be ready to bake and whatnot. Alright, so everything's already here, in case you guys were wondering what kind of cups that I'm using right here, I'm using these right here, the Culinary Parchment Large Baking Cup by Paper Chef. I love these a lot because it's non-stick, so you guys can get the whole entire muffin and you guys don't waste any of the muffin that will stick onto it like your regular paper cups. Alright, so this is what the final product looks like right here before we put it into the oven. Alright, so we're putting it in. Leave it for around 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to do 18, right in the middle. Alright, so it's all set, and then we're gonna watch the magic happen. Alright, and here we have the final product. So let's take it out first. We have the matcha muffins. So here is what we have. This is the final product. Look at how green they are. Alright, so this is what the final product looks like. As you can see, it looks super good and super green. Using the jade leaf matcha right here. Using the culinary grade. Alright, welcome back guys. So now that you guys saw the test of the product, you can see that it actually does work and actually works really well. I definitely love the quality of the matcha itself. You guys can definitely taste the high quality of the matcha itself. Really strong, especially when you guys are using it for straight up the tea by itself and no like milk and not for baking or anything. You guys can get that full matcha flavor and it's super strong. Like this matcha is definitely not like a cheap quality matcha. When you guys taste it, it's definitely a really high quality matcha. Even when I test like the muffin that I made, if you guys saw in the video, it tastes super good. It's not as strong as like drinking the tea because the tea is like this one whole drink that you guys are drinking. The muffin is like all spread out between like 12 different muffins, so you guys don't get that full matcha flavor and that one cupcake unless you guys eat all of it at once. And you guys should definitely taste like all the quality of the actual matcha itself, the caffeine and everything kicks in within like I think around like an hour or so, or less than an hour or so. I definitely felt like the caffeine started kicking in. So as much as I want to talk more about this brand itself and all the history and everything, I'll let you read more about the company and like how they harvest everything on the website itself, which I'll put down in the description box down below. But now that we did like the unboxing and testing of the product itself, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So after doing the test and trying the actual matcha itself, I would have to say that this is actually really worth it if you guys want one or need one of these. Especially if you're either like tea drinkers or matcha lovers, then this is definitely worth it. But obviously for those guys who don't want one or don't need one or have no use for one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money for something else they actually do need. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this little unboxing, testing, and feedback about this product itself. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, then make sure to click on that bell notification in the bottom to be notified of new videos that will be coming up in the future. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace. And then for today's G Squad fan challenge day we have